So thanks for coming back to the USARK channel after last week with the thing that Brian Cusco started. Hey everybody, my name is Garrett Hartle from Reach Out Reptiles. I'm your MC here on the USARK channel. The purpose of this channel, the number one thing to do is represent our community in this YouTube space and bring you guys important alerts regarding the government and changes that they're doing as USARK fights to protect your rights as a reptile keeper. And some of that is pretty boring stuff. It's almost like watching a lawyer at work. So I went ahead and I put in a call to a few of my friends that are clearly experts in reptile industry and YouTube space to see what they thought about a USARK channel.
Yeah, well, like I said, anything I can do to help, to help out, it's my pleasure to get involved at any level, certainly shouting it out, getting people hopefully excited about it. I'm more than happy to do that. Then it's just a matter of making it work, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But I think it's good. I'm glad that you're going to be working on it. I've been saying it for a long time. USARK needs a bigger presence online, but yeah, it's so cool. Just keep me posted and let me know what you need from me, and I'm 100% on board for sure.
I think you're right. I think a channel like this, based on its own thing, would take forever to grow. But because obviously this is something that's bigger than any of us and so important to the industry, that if we all help it, I can be here to do the footwork for it, you know what I mean? But my influence is nothing compared to yours as far as like with the general public and the industry and stuff. So
again, I think we all should shout out and all be involved, to push one voice. I think it's really important to have. I think it's great that USARK will have a voice that people can watch, not just read. It's just a matter of getting the eyeballs and hopefully continuing to keep the passion for it, because it's obviously a very important topic, no doubt about it.
The laws that come up, the things that they warn us about, essentially the reason why, a big part of the reason why we all love and should support USARK. Unfortunately, to the average YouTube viewer, that's extremely boring. What we need to do is we need to get the stories from breeders as to how USARK has positively helped them, influenced them. Essentially the stories of, if it wasn't for USARK, I would not have what I have. I think that the channel should be a platform of educating people, educating reptile people, of why USARK is important.
We have to create a web presence, an internet presence that kind of is some of the better examples of what we do. It's better that I'm a supporter of USARK and I speak as myself, pushing people to USARK as opposed to, Kevin's too colorful to be USARK.
Sharing why USARK is important and what it does is going to be the main goal of the channel, instead of trying to get the reach out there, because with the excitement of what they can do for us as a community is really going to be what brings people in and informs more people about what USARK is and does.
Especially if you can relate the content to the viewers specifically, like, hey, do you have a ball python? Well, this is how USARK can help you out. Make those connections so people start realizing what all USARK does for us in the hobby.
People only think of USARK when a bunch of YouTubers make videos because something crazy happens. They don't realize that behind the scenes, USARK is working every day to make sure that a lot of those things don't happen in the first place. Our legislation usually follows yours, which is why myself and, Annalise and a bunch of Canadians were just as vocal as anybody on your side of the border, because we know whatever happens there is just going to happen here anyway.
now I would love to know what you guys think in the comments section below, but the way that Brian threw out his Cusco Uncut type of video, you can see that video right here, and if you love that video, you can go to his channel and watch as many of those as you want. If you watch the video, at the end, he kind of said his spiel, his perspective, and his story on USARK, and then called out on Clint from Clint's Reptiles to do the same. That was a little bit unexpected. I had to call Clint and say, did you know that this happened? And so that he could get ready and go ahead and make a USARK video as well. But I told Clint, while you're at it, you should call somebody else out at the end of that one as well. And maybe we can get a little chain and bring all of the different viewerships of this wider reptile watching community together right here on the USARK channel.
Thanks everybody for checking out the new USARK YouTube channel. And again, we're going to ask you one more time, please subscribe and please share this channel so that we can grow our viewership and audience. So thank you everyone out there. Keep contacting your legislators and have a great weekend.
Thank you guys, everybody. Good night, America.